Welcome to Sparky Does Stuff. Today we're going to talk about the first book of this If Wood Could Talk series, If Tables Could Talk, this is my aunt, Andrea Sutcliffe.
It's good to be here with you today.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's a gorgeous day.
Good to have you. Yeah. It's a beautiful day out here.
It's good.
So let's do like a little homeschool introduction, a little bit about yourself or your name, favorite color, and some fun fact about yourself.
My name is Andrea Post Sutcliffe. My husband and I have been married for 34 years, and my favorite color is probably yellow and blue. And what was the other question?
Just a fun fact about yourself.
Fun fact. We have adopted 6 children, and it has been an exciting adventure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, your cousins.
Yeah, my cousins have been
Yes.
very exciting. So tell me about the book. What was the inspiration?
The inspiration behind the book is, well, let me start with the fact that most of our children are now grown. We still have one son at home, and so I am a part-time children's minister at our church. We have an event every year called the Princess Power Sleepover. It's for girls only, kindergarten through 5th grade, and the kindergarten and first graders have to have their mom stay overnight with them. This is really kind of a big deal because kids don't spend the night with friends anymore like they used to when I was growing up. Mm-hmm. And so it's just really been well received. Every year our numbers grow. We're up to 24 right now, and we're expecting probably 30 next year. So all of that to say that for one of the sessions 2 years ago, I was looking for an idea that would really be different and really kind of exciting. Mm-hmm. And so I decided, why not write a story that would really portray the value that the girls have as children of the King. And so I started to write If Tables Could Talk. The idea behind the story is a table and a chair, 2 friends. They're made from the same forest and made for a king, and then the king's daughter, a princess, winds up taking them with her and her husband across the ocean to the colonies. And from there, time passes, and they wind up going across the American prairie with Manifest Destiny. And then when they get to the Mississippi River, Sparky, you are well loved.
Yeah.
Nothing like a bee to steal the show. They get to the Mississippi River, and the table gets to go on with the wagon, but the chair gets left behind because the wagon is too heavy to cross the river. And so there's a separation there. And the story continues with the table, and just where is his value when he doesn't have his friend and his partner that he's been with all of his life, his brother basically. Mm-hmm. And so there's just a rocking chair winds up coming into the story and talking to him about how his value is with who he belongs to, the king, which correlates so well into the girls and how their value is because they belong to the king.
Yeah. And the table goes through like war.
Yes,
and
the Civil War.
Mm-hmm. Some other.
Yes.
What does it go through?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of just adventures as far as crossing the ocean, mm-hmm. Building in the colonies some, and going with the pioneer as far as crossing into just almost a wagon train kind of atmosphere. Mm-hmm. So.
And one of your big points was how it gained so many scars.
Yes.
And like so many stains throughout it.
Yes. And he didn't look perfect anymore, and mm-hmm. he felt old and tired.
He felt that he wasn't still made for a king.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. So how long has this book been in the making? Because
it was actually for Princess Power Sleepover in April of 2024. So I started it in January. I had only ever painted like with watercolors before, and so I tried watercolors, but they weren't as vivid as what I wanted for the girls, because I knew the girls would be sitting on the living room floor. The idea was that they would be, like a bedtime story kind of thing, getting ready to sleep. And I knew that they would be like 7 or 8 kids deep.
Yeah.
And so the kids in the back wouldn't be able to see the watercolor pictures. So I switched to using acrylic paints, which wound up working really, really well. And I'd never really painted since like 7th grade.
Yeah.
So that was an adventure for me because it was something completely new and I didn't really know what I was doing. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Yes. So that was, it's just been exciting. It's been exciting to see the progress of my painting too, because now I'm starting on book 2.
Yeah, that's good.
So
That's
yes,
fun.
it is.
So all of these paintings were painted by her.
Yes.
Written and illustrated by.
The faces are kind of interesting because faces are really, really hard to paint. I had no idea, seriously, no idea. And so I did find it really interesting that the easiest face to paint was the one of the old lady. There's an old lady in the very back. She just turned out really, really good.
Yes, she did.
And I think part of that is because I used my grandmother as a model. She lived with us for the last 2 years of her life. She moved in when she was 98, and she actually did turn 100, just like the photo here shows with the birthday cake and everything. And so I think what I gleaned from that is that, honestly, we know the people best that we really spend a lot of time with. And it is easier to paint someone that you do know. And so I am definitely going to have to use some other models as far as faces are concerned for my next book. Yes.
So you have dates, hidden dates, and big words throughout the book.
Yes.
Was that an inspiration through the Princess Power sleepover?
I was really aiming it at whenever you're working in ministry, usually if you have a large group of children, you try to aim it to really retain the older children. So the vocabulary is for like that 4th through 6th grade age span. And then the younger kids kind of get it from context, and if they have a question later, they can ask the older ones or whatever. So yes, the vocabulary is upper elementary level. I have a degree in elementary education, so I and then we homeschooled forever, as you know. And so I did that purposely. The hidden dates are just kind of, I know from like sitting in my living room with, 5 kids on my lap and everything, that some of our kids aren't always as interested in the words as they are in numbers. And so I decided to go ahead and put dates in the illustrations in order to kind of engage that math-minded child.
Yeah, keep them interested.
Yes, exactly. So that while I'm reading, they can be looking at the pictures. And so there's numbers in all of the paintings that correlate with American history. And some of them are actually a little bit hard to find. I don't know if you ever had trouble with them, but
I found a few of them.
In the back, there's a list of the hidden dates and what they correlate to, like one's a stamp act, et cetera, and where you can find them in the illustration. So, because I know that would be kind of frustrating to some children. Yes.
They can't find them.
Yes, exactly.
I was looking at page 2 for a while. I was staring at it.
The paint can. Yeah, that page doesn't have one, and it's the only one in there. That's kind of stumped a few people, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that page in book 2. I may have to change that.
So this is the first book of the series, If Wood Could Talk. In the back of your book, you talk about the origin of the book, about Princess Power sleepover, and down here you have each year we take a different characteristic of God the Father the first year, holiness in 2024, patience in 2025. So are those going to be the topics of the next book?
Patience was our topic for 2025 for Princess Power Sleepover. However, the book 2 wasn't done by then because it takes about a year to really do the illustrations. And so the book wasn't done for that. I do have some character quality development in each one. I'm working on book 2 and 3 kind of simultaneously because I wanted to make sure everything was in book 2 that I needed in order to set up book 3. So I had to kind of go ahead and write 3. So there's character development. There's several different overlapping threads besides the story of the table and the chair. There's a character development aspect. There's history. Book 2, actually, I'll tell you, you're actually in my first interview to kind of give a sneak peek into book 2. But because book 1 covered American history fairly well, I was really at a crux of what to do on history, the history related aspect of book 2. So I decided to do something that's kind of local and go with some of those unsung heroes of the Midwest, because the Midwest doesn't get much of a spotlight on it very often. And so I'm going to highlight Dave Bulkley, who is the founder of City Union Mission here in Kansas City. And so I'm working on that right now. I'm in touch with the family, trying to get some pictures that I need in order to make the illustrations as accurate as I possibly can.
Okay.
So there's history, there's the character development, and then there's actually a handicap in the second one to kind of deepen the story and the plot line. So
That's nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I am too. I'm ready for it.
Because it's kind of funny, because the chair gets left on the pile at the Mississippi River, and the story continues with the chair with the table.
Okay.
Everybody asked me, well, what happens to the chair? And so that's the title for book 2, What Happens to the Chair.
Okay.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yes.
All right. I think that's all the questions I have.
Okay, that's great. I am having a kind of another theme throughout all 3 of the books with quilts, because my husband has a quilting business. And so I actually used this quilt from our house. We got it at an estate sale for like $15. And I hung it on our rocking chair in order to make some of these paintings in here. This one here with on page, I think it's the first page, where the rocking chair, it's a cathedral, or it's a wedding ring, I'm sorry. It's a wedding ring quilt. And so that was kind of tough to paint, because you have like all of these circles on a flat surface and trying to make it 3-dimensional and everything. So that's been kind of fun.
That's good.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, it's been quite the adventure. I love it.
It's been great. Yeah. Go check out If Tables Could Talk by Andrea Sutcliffe. Thanks for watching. Let's go do something else. Hello. I forgot to ask, where can people find your book?
On Amazon.
Just on Amazon?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yep.
All righty.